Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJamz.com. Going to bring you a classic tune right now, classic progression, really fun tricks in there that actually sound harder than they are, which are my favorite kinds of things. Also, I have a free chord and scale book with the pentatonic scales in there. You can click the link down there and sign up for that stuff. You'll see the link right down there. Plus, I've got my social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. I appreciate the support, I really do, but let's zoom in and break this one down right now. Here we go! All right, this is a really fun one because if you get the chords down, which are not very hard, then you can pick pretty much any of the strings and make it sound, really pretty and actually fancier and harder than it really is. So what I want to do is show you the chords you need, and then we'll talk about some of the, the different picking and stuff. It's kind of this like land of D is what I consider it, because there's a lot of classic rock songs that do this kind of thing. So it's kind of like revolving around D, and then you're modifying it with like walk down notes. So this song though doesn't start on a D, even though the whole key of it is D. It starts on like, a chord that wants to eventually resolve to D. So we're just going to call this a C add 9. But really it's just kind of like that ring finger is where it is for a D chord. And then you just take everything off except, that ring finger. And you take your middle finger and you put it on the 3rd fret of the A string. So this is the first chord. So that's the first one. And then we're going to do a walk down. So you've got 3rd fret there, 3rd fret there. Then index finger goes to the 2nd fret of the A string. So that's the 2nd chord. And you could call that G over B. There's a lot of names. I'm thinking of it as a D that keeps changing because it's eventually going to go back to D. So you got this first chord. Then you got the first finger on that 2nd fret of the A string. And you could add your pinky to the 3rd fret of the high E. I watched a live version where that's what Steve Winwood was doing. You could keep that pinky there the whole time too. And then index finger goes down to the 1st fret. So listen to if I hit the bass note and then strum, you'll hear it. And then a full D. So you got this one, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, and a D. Then we need F, G, D. And you could do bar chords. You could do this kind of folky way, which I like. So it'd be, 3rd with the ring finger, pinky on the 3rd, 2nd, 1st. And that for a G. But, you do that, you do. But any kind of F and G is going to work right there. So watch, when I just do that, we've got this one. Okay, no embellishing. Here we go, watch. F, G, D. Okay, the other section, and I'll get more into the picking, but the other section is G, near the end, and A. Okay, so it's near the G, then A sus 4 D. And so, yeah, it's an A chord. If you add your pinky to that 3rd fret of the B, it's an A sus 4. And then a D. E minor, and I'm wasted, and I G F sharp, E minor, D. So watch this. G. Index finger goes to the 2nd fret. E minor. But the other way I like it is this shape here. You go E minor, this G shape, you know, which is just like that. And this one, which is kind of like my Allman Brothers Melissa chord. It's ring finger on the 4th, pinky on the 4th, index on the 2nd. And then you get that open B and E in there. And then I'm just sliding that pinky and ring finger down to the E minor. So watch. So, and I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Is the whole thing? One more time. And I know there's more. This is the meat and potatoes. F, G, D. Okay, the other section. G, 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 and A, sus, D. Now the E minor. E minor and G. F sharp minor, E minor, D. Okay, so now let's get a little fancier with it. The first thing we're going to do on that first chord, instead of going, we're going to go like this. And a 1. So it's the open A string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. And, you know, as far as the picking from there, I'm not doing any exact pattern. Every kind of version I saw was a little different. The original recording has 2 guitars dancing with each other, basically. But this is definitely the bulk of it. And then when you go to this one, it sounds pretty cool to, like, sometimes hit that 3rd fret of the high E. So check it out. And the cool thing about that D chord, I mean, there's all kinds of little D tricks that are in so many classic rock songs. The one here, though, is kind of like it's open, your middle finger's off, and then you're hammering it. Hammer don't hurt 'em to the 2nd fret. So check it out. Da, da, da. It's all going to work, you know. I mean, I have fun actually, you know, improvising my rhythm a little bit with that. Okay, so one more time. Okay, so now watch this. So on that F chord, that's a cool little trick right there. So you got the F, da, da, dee, da, da, F, dee, da, da. And so I'm going on the ring finger. I'm getting my ring finger to that D string, 3, 2, 0. So F and a 3, 2, 0. F and a 3, 2, 0. G, D. And then that's kind of you got another land of D kind of trick. Many, you know, Allman Brothers to Bon Jovi. 3rd fret on that, you're holding that D chord, middle finger comes off, and you've got the pull off on that 3rd fret of the D, and 3rd fret of that A string, and then the open D. So it's like, or you could go, and so let's see, there was something else there that I just realized. Oh, and that's that E minor. You can play a straight E minor, but if you're on that D chord, you can go from there to an E minor 7, which is actually, I think, the original. So basically what you do is you want to keep, once again, that note right there. It's a D note, that 3rd fret of the B string. Keep it, and then do the E minor. See that? All right, that was it. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Remember, I've got that chord and scale book and that link right down there. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you in another lesson real soon. Take care.